Got new virgin queens hatching. This is the split from the open air colony. I already caught one, smaller one, that was on top of the frame. And then this is a bigger one. Really beautiful. So this is something interesting I found. This was a queen cell that had not hatched with the rest of them. I just opened it and this queen is in here, but look at this. It'll focus. There was 2 in that same cell. So what looked like was only 1 queen was actually 2. Super weird. Okay, what are the chances? This is the 3rd one. There were 3 queen cells, and this is the 3rd one. Listen to her. I don't know if you can hear her like I can. Sounds really pretty. Okay, y'all. This is what I got. There is a queen in each one of these. Seems like they really like this one. They're trying to get her out. I think she's right there. Yep. But yeah, I caught them just as they were hatching. So all these are virgin queens. And now I don't know what to do with them. But there's a swarm that I had over there that I checked, and it's got a really tiny little black queen in it. So what I may end up doing is I may actually like get something and put one of these in there, just prop it up, and see if they will maybe take off that black queen and take one of these. This is a really gentle hive. Like this whole time I have not had any smoke, and they're just chilling. So I would like to get some more off of this. Okay, so I don't even know if this is going to work, but this hive has a queen and she was laying some brood, but they have a lot of honey in here. So this is the only one I have on this yard that has like a lot of bees. So what I'm going to do, instead of wasting these queens, I'm just going to put them in these small nukes. There's one frame that has drawn comb on it, and I'm just going to try to take one frame out of this and put in here, probably with some of that honey, and then put that queen in there and see if they will stay in there with those 2 frames. And then these I think can hold 3. So then what I'll do is I'm going to come back and I'm going to just get one that has just foundation in it. But hopefully once I do this, they'll stay with those queens. So we're going to see if that works. Okay, so like I said, this is experimental, but I took like maybe 1 frame from the original hive. One of these I took 2 because I'm missing 5 in the original. But I just took and just shook the bees, and then there's a queen in there. So if they accept her, they'll chew her out. If they don't, if it's all too if it's too many foragers, they'll just fly out and they'll go back to their original hive. But there's 3, you know, the possibility for 3 more hives. So I can't pass that up, you know, based on a technicality, but hopefully they do good. We'll see. I was going to paint these boxes before I used them, but the situation demanded something different. So we will see in about a week or so, I guess. Give them about a week to do whatever they're going to do. Now, this one had a frame, I think this frame, that actually had some brood from the original hive. So when I was shaking, a lot of the bees were flying into this one. So this one should definitely be strong. But the option was to let the queens fight it out in the original hive that they came out of, or to catch them and just get rid of all the ones that I didn't need, or to try to make splits. So I chose to try to make splits. And then that one is that swarm that went in, and they have a really tiny little black queen in there. So I put one of those queens in there. So I don't have any smoke, but I'm going to check on them before I go. If I see that black queen, I may just end up squishing her. I don't know if I can bring myself to do it. We'll see. I just want to see what they're doing with this queen I gave them. So I found that queen, and you may not be able to tell from me holding her, but she is way smaller than those red ones. So I think I'm just going to put her in a cage. Can't get that thing to focus. Anyway. Then we checked on the open air colony, which technically would be the daughter of the open air colony now. And where I thought they had 3 queen cells, they had a lot more than that. And as you saw, we actually had a total of 5 queens that I saw. So I left 1 queen in the hive. So after I caught all the 4, with them in the cage, I checked to make sure that there was still a queen in there. So there is a queen in there, a virgin queen in that one. So they should be fine. And then because I don't like to waste queens, I decided to kind of do like almost an emergency split or emergency mating nuke. Anybody else hate squishing queens? But yeah. So I did that, and I just used those boxes. Like, I have to repaint those boxes, but being that the bees won't have to be in there very long, it's not gonna hurt anything. You guys are getting like part of my head. So I don't think it's gonna hurt anything to just go ahead and like let them be. Sorry, girl. Sorry, I can't get over the, like, culling a queen. I mean, she looks bigger the more I look at her, I guess. But the red queens were really from that hive that's very well behaved. So so I went into the hive that actually this black one came out of, because when that hive was made, they made a bunch of queen cells too, and they actually have 2 tiger stripe queens, one of which I was able to catch and move into a nuke that didn't have a queen, and then I had these black ones that hatched and I didn't see them, and then this one, she actually left with a swarm, and so anyways, but the other queens that all hatched out at the same time are already laying. They're already mated and laying, and there were no eggs in the hive that this one was in, and she's still like really, really tiny by comparison. So I'm thinking that she hasn't mated. So that's mainly the reason why, not because of the temperament or anything, but that's the main reason why I'm taking her out of the hive and swapping for one of those newer virgin queens, because she shouldn't still be a virgin queen at this point. She should definitely have gone and gotten mated by now, because the others that hatched at the same time did that. And so the hive that this one came out of originally has a tiger stripe queen, and they had a lot of bees in them, because when we moved the hives to the other property, all of the bees that would have been like a homeless bees went into that main 10 frame hive, and so there was a lot of bees in there. So I was able to kind of steal bees from that hive in order to make those sort of emergency swarms or emergency nukes or mating nukes, whatever you want to call them. So I got 3 extra nukes made with the virgin queens from the the hive that was underneath the barn with the really low roof. So that's it. I think that about covers it. So thanks for watching. Keep watching. I won't be doing this very often, but appreciate you.